Welcome back, continuing on with the Zotac 25, bringing you the first game of the finals. Both of these players fighting hard through the quarters and semis, getting all the way to the finals, 100 euros on the line. If anyone doesn't know what the Zotac Cup is, it is a European Cup hosted in the European realm, open to any players capable of playing on the European servers to log on to play their games. First place gets 100 euros, so if you're feeling lucky, if you're feeling good, go ahead, sign up, participate. You'll get to play against some other great players as well. Now, introducing our two finalists, we have SeleCT spawning in blue as our blue Tyrant at the top position versus mTwDIMAGA, our Zerg player. mTwDIMAGA, a member of the mTW team, both players from the European servers. Taking just a quick look at our map. If you'll follow with my camera, Blistering Sands is the name of the map. An interesting thing to note on Blistering Sands is this back rock. Both players have a back rock in the back of their base. Luckily, this Overlord's giving us illumination to make it easier to see. A lot of interesting things happen on this map due to this rock. You can either block off your front and break out later, or you can use it to sneak into the back of your opponent's base without them knowing about it. And already SeleCT is doing a wall at the front. It seems he might be going for some kind of extremely early expansion given the timing of this barracks. Here we are. He's got his gas almost done, throwing up the supply depot second. It looks like we're going to be seeing Reapers throwing up this production tab. Yes, in the order of the things he did, I'd most likely expect Reapers, or he's going to throw in a very fast factory, but that supply depot coming down so late makes me think we're going to be seeing quick Reapers on the field. He might be going that old school 5-racks Reaper, as old school as previous before 1.1 when they got their major nerf, adding 5 seconds to their build time. Taking a quick look at mTwDIMAGA. mTwDIMAGA scouting that barracks is not going to expand first. He's going right into pool, followed by gas. Probably going to get that ling speed out as soon as possible. Just doubling back to our Tyrant player's base. This drone being as pesky as possible, poking away at that tech lab. And yes, we're going to be seeing Reapers. Is he going to get that Reaper speed as well? There's nitrous pack upgrades. Doesn't seem that way. Actually, he doesn't have the gas for it, so we'll know soon enough. He's still working on very few harvesters. Looking at the harvesters tab, 15 to 13 was 15 to 12 a second ago. Our Tyrant player just now regaining his economics because he did this early Reaper pull push. We're going to see if these early Reapers can do what they need to do. SCV getting all the scouting information he need, knows that mTwDIMAGA has yet to expand, probably was wishing mTwDIMAGA had expanded to make his early aggression that much more easier and make it that much harder for mTwDIMAGA to defend. And he is now getting Nitrous Pack, bring up that production tab, Nitrous Pack on the way, Reaper number 2 being created, Reaper number 1 going across the field. Hopefully these Reapers will be able to do giant damage to mTwDIMAGA to justify the cost of building them and the delay on his economy. Throwing down a bunker, he is just doing everything to slow down mTwDIMAGA's ability to expand. mTwDIMAGA wants to be on 2 bases quick, and taking the SCV off the bunker. Reaper coming in, bring up the HP tabs. SCV just barely going to get away. That's absolutely crucial because now the SCV can go back to work. No SCV needs to run from the other side of the field. Reaper chasing a little too far. Probably wise choice to back on up. You don't want to get on the creep versus Queen and Zerglings. The creep is what allows those units to catch up to your Reapers, especially before they have speed. Ling speed just being now started and transitioning into Roaches. Reapers versus Roaches. Roaches in the lead, except Reapers can kite Roaches all day if they're off the creep. And SeleCT, this is kind of interesting. He's actually, doesn't look like he's fully walling off here, throwing up a supply depot. Not really sure why he didn't just throw in a larger building. He's probably not ready to throw in a factory yet. Yeah, he's just going to throw in another barracks. He's not ready for a factory, so just going to wall off a supply depot. Supply depots, you know, you can set down, pop up. They're nice and easy. You don't have to actually lift up. Excuse me. SCVs getting all that scouting information from that tower. 3 Reapers now moving across the field. Bunker is actually completely empty right now. Reapers sneaking up in the back of the base. We'll see what kind of terrible damage they can do. Queen already in position. No, don't. Yeah, there we go. Got 1 drone already. Forced to retreat. These Queens just too many. Reapers going to escape with their lives. Going to go back to doing what they were doing. Sitting at a watchtower. 1 Zergling is all that's necessary to kill a bunker with nothing in it. Doesn't look like he's actually going to salvage yet, but here come the Reapers. Goodbye, Zergling. Not going to last any longer. This bunker just barely holding up, but here comes a Roach. Roach going to start taking this bunker. Is he going to salvage this bunker? This is 100 minerals he could have back. Is the salvage going to finish before it burns? Salvage just barely goes off. 100 minerals saved. mTwDIMAGA almost took 100 minerals away from him in the form of that bunker. Reaper still being all over the field, getting as much information as possible. Has he started to line up an expansion yet? No, he's not built an expansion, but here we go. Building a supply depot. Does not want mTwDIMAGA to sneak into the back of his base. And going 3 tech labs. Looks like he's going to go from Reaper into Roach, judging by the fact he's working on Concussive Shell right now. mTwDIMAGA's got an Overlord in position, and here we go, Reapers across the field to find out that mTwDIMAGA has already expanded. Roach is being kited. Oh no, a little bit of miss-micro there, losing a Reaper. Don't ever want to lose a Reaper against Roaches whenever you're at this high of a level. And here we go, showing the way it's done, not even getting touched by those Reapers. And bring up this HP tab. See this Roach that's almost dead? That Roach backed up in time, was pulled off to be avoid killing, and now he's trying to kill that middle one. And again, TizzouSC backing up, but there's nothing TizzouSC can do until he gets Galil Reconstitution or gets this creep spread. Actually, just starting to spread the creep. Look at how far he's got that creep extended all the way from his main out to here. Once this creep is all the way to this choke point, I think the harassment will be done, and SeleCT will be forced to retreat. SeleCT retreating up. He's going to jump off that hill. Roach is going to be in position in case they decide to jump back up. Doubling back to our Terran's base. 2 Marauders in this bunker. Not producing anything out of these barracks right now. Just working on his stim pack after that concussive shell. Still has supply depots going down. Nothing too exciting on that front. Doubling back here. 2 Reapers going in the front. 1 Reaper going to the back. Oh, look at that. He's taking out creep tumors. He's going to get this creep tumor. 2 creep tumors taken down. No more extending the creep in that direction. 2 Reapers coming up. And they're stuck. Trapped by Roaches. Trapped by the Queen. Goodbye, Reapers. Not going to be any more Reapers on the field. Bring up that units tab. Yes, no more Reapers. Nothing but 5 Marauders and SCVs for our Terran player. Our Zerg player working with Zerglings and Roaches and a couple Queens. Bring up this income tab. 22 to 25. It looks like our Zerg player is just starting to fall a little bit behind because our Terran player has those mules, and that wall was definitely not tight, at least not in SeleCT's opinion, because he is throwing up that second supply depot, making it as Baneling-proof as possible. Well, as Baneling-proof can be. Zerglings running up. They're going to get this rock, but no, there's a supply depot sitting here, already in position to know exactly when that's going to happen. Taking a look, and here we go, SeleCT responding to this rather quickly using his Marauders. Marauders versus Zerglings is generally going to be in the Zerglings' favor, but the fact is, if the Zerglings can't reach the Marauders, it doesn't really matter. The Zerglings just going to have to retreat, and here we go, finally throwing that expansion down. He's sticking with a bio-esque army, it seems, not even throwing down a factory yet. Bring up that production tab. He is, yes, still no factory being created, additionally throwing down this bunker, and working on nothing but bio units and adding on that command center. Holding the towers. TizzouSC actually has both of them right now, and this creep just taking a nice gander at this creep. This creep is starting to get extended out of his base, starting to move out on the fields, no longer trapped inside of his expansion, and Spire's down. We have Mutalisk being created. Spire's in a nice position. If SeleCT scans here, he's not going to see the Spire. If he scans here, he's not going to see the Spire. The only way is he's going to decide to take a random scan in the middle of the field. I imagine that's not going to happen. Oh, and speaking of the devil, scan goes down. Scan sees the lair, so he's going to know there's going to be Hydras and Festers or Mutalisks on the field. Zerglings running around. Looks like they're just going to go take out this rock, preparing for that 3rd expansion. TizzouSC just ready to macro up a storm. Still sticking with those bio units, getting that combat shield. Marauder stim pack and Marauder concussive shell both done. Combat shields will mark the last of the upgrades from the tech legs. He already got the nitrous packs. And look at this, he's just getting these Mutalisks in the center of the field. I assume as soon as he hits a couple more Mutalisks, he'll probably attack, because he's already got them situated for that. This Overlord is aware of this expansion, I'm sure, but we'll double check to be sure, bringing up TizzouSC's cam. Don't want to see what TizzouSC is looking at right now. Yes, he's aware of that expansion, going back to the Everyone cam. These Mutalisks still just sitting here and finally broken down that rock. I could hear the crumbling in the distance. It looks like he's about to throw down an expansion. Yeah, just as I'm seeing that, here comes the drone. He's at 300 minerals right now. We should see the green outline, not doing it yet. Mutalisk still being waiting right here, deciding to wait for TizzouSC's call to arms. And it looks like he's not going to throw on the expansion. Oh, here we go, expansion going down right now. The thing to know on this map is this is probably the easiest expansion to hold. It's gold minerals, which you generally would assume gold minerals are going to be much harder to hold. Mutalisk about